guys, welcome back to a bit of Off the Shelf. I'm Time HD, and this week we found Off the Shelf was...
People keep saying that my Frogman footage is fake, and I'm gonna get proof that the Frogman exists.
Frogman, released in 2023. It is a Ohio folklore found footage horror film. It's a lot of buzzwords. This film also has elements of body horror in it, and it's a bit of a cult elements in there too. It's not a cult movie, but there's cult elements. Just recently released this year by Terravision. Thank you guys for making this. You didn't give it to me, but thanks for making it because it's a cool movie. But yeah. But before I talk about anything else, there will be spoilers. I will, pretty much spoil the entire movie, so... Or at least whatever I want to talk about. So, yeah, fair warning. You've been warned. If you want to go watch the movie, go watch it, then come back. You have been warned. But, with that being said, I really think... One thing I really liked about this movie is... It's just, I liked the build-up. Right? I liked the build-up. Some people complained about it, saying, oh, maybe there wasn't enough Frogman in it. And I'm like, well, maybe, but I think that there was just enough Frogman in it. Because, I mean, if he was in the whole movie, then it wouldn't have the same effect, right? I mean, this isn't a slasher movie. This is like a, as I said, a folklore found footage horror film. So obviously, even being a found footage film, you can't have Frogman be in the whole thing. But I think it's good because it's you savor the moments where he's there, you know what I mean? And I think his, the effects on him, the practical, suit that they had was great. I really liked the way he looked. I liked how he was a wizard. I think that was ridiculous. And that was one of my favorite parts of the movie, was when I literally went, yeah! When he pulled out a wand, and, the first time he pulled out his wand, I'm like, fuck yeah! Frog wizard for the win! I marked out for it. But I think something that's really funny is it's literally the camera's pointing at somebody and then he turns up and then he just fucking has a wand out of nowhere. He just has a fucking wand. It's ridiculous. I love it. Honestly, I will say the last 20 minutes is ridiculous and I love it because then there's a Frogman cult and they're giving Frogman wives so we can make mutant, half-human, half-Frogman babies. And it's they kidnap women and they do that, and there's sacrifices, and they and then there's a guy that shoots him in the head with a shotgun and it doesn't do anything. And it's just it's really stupid. In a good way, right? In a good way. And I just generally think that it's just a fun movie. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention. There was, as I said, the body horror elements of the movie. There was a character named Scotty, and he was attacked by the Frogman, the first person to be attacked by the Frogman, and he got away. But it seems like the Frogman infected him with some kind of, mutant frog disease. I don't know what the fuck even happened. But, near the end, during the movie, after he was attacked by the Frogman, he started to, his body started to change. He started to get, boils on his hand, and and then, on his face, too. And by the end, near the end of the movie, he had, he had, a, the bubble throats that frogs have. He had that. He was, all bloated here, or, it was right here. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's this. Pretty neato, ain't it? But, yeah, this film was overall just a really fun time, and I think I have a special attachment to it because I'm from Ohio. Hello? So I think it's kind of cool that our folklore gets a movie, Well, I mean, yeah, it may not be, a big blockbuster movie, but I feel like this film is better because it's independent, it's low budget, I just think it's really well done because it's not very expensive. You can tell it has a really low budget, but it uses that to its advantage. And I don't know. I like found footage films. You guys know that. So obviously there are a lot of, I mean, as you guys know, I love found footage horror, and not just found footage horror, just found footage films in general. Not always has to be, it doesn't always have to be horror. Like Project X, any of them. And this film, I think, really did it well. I mean, obviously, at the beginning, it took influence. It took influence from the Blair Witch Project, with, you know, the whole documentary thing. They were walking around Loveland, which is the town where Frogman's from, and they were interviewing people, like, do you believe in Frogman? This and that, right? And they were going around talking to people, and there was, like, funny bits here and there, you know, like, a weird guy saying, Frogman can read minds. He was there, he was that. Then he started following them with, like, a hand puppet. It was ridiculous. But obviously Blair Witch is one of the best of the genre, or at least you can admit the most influential. Even if you don't like it, you have to admit it was incredibly influential for the found footage genre. Almost to the point where it kind of got a little oversaturated, you know, with every popular genre in any subgenre of any genre. Obviously, they're eventually going to get overplayed. But I think that found footage films are kind of a rarity nowadays, at least to me. I haven't really seen a recent found footage film. I mean, there was that one Zoom one, which was pretty good. But anyway, getting a little sidetracked. This film, I just think, is really enjoyable. I think the characters are good. As I said, I really love the Frogman. He's like the wizard frog. I love him. I will stand him. I want a sequel so that I can see him do more wizard frog things. He needs his fucking wand back. That son of a bitch stole his wand. He needs his goddamn wand back. Dallas, you motherfucker. You give that beautiful wizard frog his fucking magic wand back. But anyway, I mean, maybe that could be the sequel. He comes back. He's like, give me my wand, bitch. I need it. Oh, wait a minute. They could have, like, he could make another wand, and they could do, like, a Harry Potter wizard duel, but it's a giant frog. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's the real ticket right there. That's the mission. We gotta get him to do that. Go tell them. Tell the guy who made it. Tell him. I think his name's Coulter. But, this film is just really fun, really good. And if you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of, you know, found footage, I think you would definitely enjoy this film, and I highly recommend it. And I think with that being said, I think I'd rate this film a 7.5 out of 10. Very, very enjoyable. Highly recommend it for any fans of horror. Really liked it. And, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say. I think I've said my piece. So, guys, I hope you liked this video. Share with friends, subscribe, turn notifications on, comment on how much you liked it. And I'm Runtime HD. Off to find the Frogman. I mean, so, I've watched a lot of found footage horror films. Or not even just found, like, yeah. I watched a lot of them. Now, you guys may ask, how did I rank this? Now, while I love this film, I think it's really hard to rank this film over fucking Blair Witch, Wreck, Cannibal Holocaust, Noroi, probably one of my favorite films ever. I loved Noroi. I think it's really hard to rate it over any of these, and while I love this film, I do think it might be at the bottom, because I just really think that it's hard to top. I mean, they're classics for a reason, right? All those films are classic, legendary found footage horror films, so I think it's just really hard to rank it over. I think it just wouldn't make sense. Oh, well, as I said, I do love this movie. I mean, maybe it needs time, maybe like 20 years, 15 years down the line, maybe eventually people will be saying, oh yeah, this is a classic, old school found footage horror film, you know, maybe people will be calling it that. Maybe it just does need time to cook in the oven, you know what I mean? Maybe it needs time. But as of now, I don't think it's above Cannibal Holocaust, Noroi, especially Blair Witch, Wreck. I don't think it's above those. Or maybe not even on the same level. I just think it's like, it's hard to be on the level of such, like, classics. I think it's really hard to be on that. And I know, especially Noroi. Noroi's just so fucking good. Watch Noroi. Watch my video on it. Love that fucking movie. It's so good.